Hello, my name is LaDonna Hull, and I will be giving you an overview of my observation of the resource room inside of my school. The school that I currently work at is Wilkinson Early Childhood. It is a magnet school inside of St. Louis Public Schools that specializes in kindergarten through second grade early childhood development. We have one resource room. We have two self-contained rooms, one for pre-K and one K through 2. And we also have an inclusion room. That's pre-K. That's half the students are special education, half the students are general education. I did my observation in the resource room with Mrs. Walters. Um, the first observation I looked in on was she had two students who had a specific learning disability in reading. One of the first things I noticed was all the activities that she had in the classroom. Um, she had couches, she had games that they could play in order to get them settled in before they actually started learning. Okay, so let me look at my notes. So the curriculum she used for reading was UFly. So she also had the students sitting at a table made of whiteboard. So that was pretty cool. So they used dry erase markers to um, draw lines to where they would be able to write the letters down. And at the table, they worked on actually writing the letter and then making the sound of that letter. Um, and I actually have video recordings of them actually taking turns writing a letter, saying the letter out loud, dragging the letter out, dragging the letter sounds out while they're at the whiteboard table. Another thing that she used with the students was pictures, a mirror. She had a mirror where students could look and see how to properly shape their mouths to um, pronounce the letters correctly. So she would have um, a flip book of a letter. They would turn to the letter, and it showed you in the flip book of how you should hold your mouth. There also was a mirror, so you were able to look in the mirror and see if you were making your mouth move the correct way to make the correct sound come out. I thought I liked that. That was pretty cool as well. Lastly, one of the things she used was a like a cookie sheet, and she had magnetic letters on the cookie sheet. Um, the letters were blue, consonants were blue, and vowels were written in red. And she used the cookie sheet and the magnetic letters to teach them how to spell like simple three-letter words. Um, Again, with the vowels in red, I like that much. Um, what else did she do? One of the things that I noticed in both sessions were no session was over 30 minutes. All sessions were 30 minutes in length. The largest group she ever had was three children. Likes to keep her groups small, 2 to 3 kids, in order to work on like specialized instruction with the kids. So you can't have a group that's too big. The second group that she works with, it was just one girl when I peeked in, and she had a specific learning disability in math problem solving. So they were working on word problems. The book that she used was Envision Mathematics. One thing that I noticed also is she she used the curriculum on the grade level that they were on, not the grade level that they were necessarily in. One of the things that she used to help the student with solving her math problem, she used a acronym. It was CUBE, and it stands for C, circle important numbers, U, underline the question. B, box the keywords. And E, eliminate extra information. And she had it written out on the whiteboard table for the student to go back and look so she could memorize the steps when learning how to um, read a word problem. She also used number lines. She had two different types. She had a simple number line from 1 through 10 um, for addition and subtraction for single digit numbers. And then she also had a number chart that ranged from single digits from 1, and I think it all went all the way to about 120. They help with more complicated problems, double digit problems that she was using. That was also made of, she had it laminated so you were able to write on it and erase it with a dry erase board. Let me see, is there anything that I am missing? I believe that is all. I really liked going into the resource classroom. After going in there a couple times, it's something that I really would consider doing. I like working with students in small groups. I like the idea of that being able to focus on a few at a time to actually make sure that they're accomplishing the goals and the skills that they need. I actually like that versus having a group of children and having to like differentiate between 10 to 15 children. That was really nice.